Hello, this is Rob from his models. This is my 6th update of the MINIART STUG 3 with full interior. So I'd just like to say a big thank you to all my subscribers, all your comments as well, really do appreciate them. So here I'm carrying on construction of the interior. These are actual radios I'm gluing together. These will be sprayed black, so I'll keep these separate from the other parts. Okay, it's just 4 parts there I've glued together, and there they are in position. They're not actually glued in the radios, I've left them loose, just make it a bit easier to paint. Now I'm doing another, this is the other side now, the radio's on the other side. Okay, again the fit's excellent. All you gotta do is just test fit your parts before you commit to glue, just to make sure they fit. Now apart from the weathering, the lower hull interior is actually finished. I've just got to do some weathering. It's a really nice detailed kit, and the fit's excellent. There's a little bit of clean up on these parts I'm fitting. There's about 5 sprue gates you've got to take care of, but just careful when you sand them, because it's really thin, so you could snap them, so just take your time. Make sure as well you get them on the right side. Okay, so again, just watch the ends, you don't snap them. Now we're starting on the upper part of the lower hull. This here is the front plate. So all these pieces I'm gluing on are all the same colour as well, so it just makes it a bit easier. The more you can fit with unpainted, the better. Again, I've test fitted everything just to make sure it all fitted. So we're still gluing parts. This is the inside I'm working on here. Just using normal Tamiya extra thin as well. Now both these pieces I'm fitting are the same number, so you can't get them mixed up. Also, I'd just like to say sorry about the last video. I had a bit of a trouble with my microphone, so I ordered me a new one, and so hopefully it's a little bit better now. But what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to do a video, a separate update just for the weathering, so I can show you what I actually do, go into more detail. Also, starting next month, the 1st of March, I'm doing a group build with Jason at Model Kit Stuff. It's a commercial vehicle build, group build. So if you want to join in, you're more than welcome. As long as it's commercial, that's fine. And what the plan is, we're going to go live. We're going to show you what we're building and that, and it'll be 9 o'clock on the Wednesday, 9 o'clock in the evening. So if you want to come and have a chat, just come along. So now we're just working on the outside now. Again, on the back of this plate I've just fitted, there's a couple of ejector pin marks you've just got to sand out, because it does just stop it fitting. Well, it's only a couple of swipes with the sanding stick. Now this is the front top plate I'm fitting. Again, it's keyed so you can't get it the wrong way around. There's one hole at the top and 2 holes at the bottom. What I'm going to do as well, there's 4 options to paint the outside. There's a couple of grey ones, there's a winter camo one, and there's like a Freetown camo. So what I'll do, I'll put the options up and you can vote which one you want, and that's the colour I'll paint it. But when I get nearer, I'll put it up, and then you can just pick which one you want. With everything now in the interior is all fitted. I glued all the 3 parts together off camera, because it was a little bit fiddling and my hands kept getting in the way, so it was hard to record it. But the fit was excellent. All I've done, where the edges, where the parts meted, just scrape the paint off down to the bare plastic and then just glue it. Now I don't know if you can quite make it out, but all that wire, there's like wiring on the radios, that you don't have to do that, but in the instructions it's got a wiring diagram, so you got the option if you want to do it. But I've decided to do it because I'm going to leave the top loose, so all I've got to do is lift it off, and then you'll be able to see inside then. So we're still working on the front. Just make sure you get this the right way. I know it's got the bolt heads there, but they do go on the inside, because there's a plate that glues on the outside then. But all this inside here will be painted the off-white. Okay, this is one of the panels now I'm gluing on. Again, it's got the bolt detail on. And it don't matter which way around you have this, because it's the same. Again, just what I'll do when I cut them off, I'll just keep them separate, so you don't get mixed up. There's like little locating like pins and that, so it helps you line it up. There's actually a clear part got to go in there, so all I do is just glue it in and then I'll mask it up. Again, just make sure you got this the right way. Right, now we're starting on the main gun assembly. Now it's all the same colour as well, so you can glue it all together. Always check, keep dry fitting your parts. I'm almost ready now to finish painting the interior. I've just got a few more parts to glue together, then I can get the interior finished, then it'll start adding the stuff to the outside. Well, I want to glue it all together first before I start fitting too many pieces, just in case you knock them off, because they're so easy to break off. And if I need to like clamp it or anything, it'll be harder with the parts on. So again, still working on the main gun. The fit of this is excellent. There's a little bit of a seam, but the top bit, on the top you leave the seam on because it's like a weld seam. But all I do then is just sand the sides and the bottom. Just make sure you got it square. You can just make the weld seam out. Look there, look where I'm gluing now, that's where the weld seam is. So don't sand it off. When you glue these end pieces on, that will help square it up as well. Right, now this is it's the basket that catches when the shells fire out the back. The used shells, they go into the basket. So that's what this one is. And there's two parts just to glue together. Now it's really nice. There's a really nice texture on it. Now there is a bit of a seam to take care of, but all I'll do, I'll just sand it out, and then I'll add Mr. Surfacer to it if I need to. Now these parts are keyed as well, so you can't get it upside down. Okay. Just run your extra thin around it when you're finished. Now this is out here now, it's like the frame now that goes around the back of the gun. And then the basket fits to the bottom of that. But I will glue that separate because I want to paint it's a different colour to the main gun. It's like it'd be like a canvas cover colour. But the instructions are really clear as well, what colours to use. As you're going along, it gives you every colour. But if you've never built a MINIART kit before, I really recommend trying one because they are absolutely beautiful kits. And the fit, I've never had any problems with fits or anything. The instructions are really clear. So again, this is still part of the main gun. I had it the wrong way around, that's why I've just took it off. Sorry about the dogs barking. There's somebody at the front door. It's a little bit fiddly, but there's like little locating points on there, so it helps you line it up. Now they're meant to be at an angle, like they're not supposed to be straight, they're supposed to go off a little bit on an angle. I don't know if you can just make it out, but this you're working on here is the bottom, and then it holds this what you're making here holds the main gun. And again, if you're really careful with your gluing, it's all workable. We see, just make it out, look, it's like on an angle, look. That's all the same colour. Now this here is the front of the gun. And there's 4 pieces to glue on here. And they're all the same number as well. Again, there's like little slots just to help you with your location. All you gotta do is make sure you get them the right way up. Okay. Now this is the the top of the tank now, like the roof, and this is the part I shall leave loose, so I can lift it off and you can see all the interior then. Now this will be painted the off-white. There's 2 parts on this I'm gluing. Again, there's locating points just to help you get in the right place. That just fits in there absolutely beautifully. This is quite a little bit fiddly. Again, there's a little hole that it slots into, look. There's 3 parts on this and this is the gun, the MG that goes on the top. Again, it's really detailed, and it's been slide moulded as well, so that it's hollowed. You haven't got to worry about drilling the end out. There's a lot of options as well as you work your way through the instructions. You got to decide which one you want to do. So I recommend go through the instructions. Once you've decided what you want to do, I think there's 1 to 5 painting schemes. Once you've picked the one you've done, just work your way through and just follow what's there. Now this I'm working on now is the back panelling. This is above the engine and the radiators. Now you're seeing the inside you're seeing. So where my thumb is, that's the inside. But I will glue that on. I shan't bother leaving that loose, because with the hatches open you can see quite a bit. And there's a couple of parts you've got to glue. For you to glue them on, it needs to be glued together. So I need to glue it so I can fit the other parts. Well, like I said, I'll leave the roof loose. Again, depending on which variant you're doing, there's different hatches. So you got 1, 2, 3 and 5 is the one variant, and then the number 4 variant is on its own. And the number 4 variant is the one with the storage rack on the back. Now I have got a bit of stowage for this, so I should be adding that. I've got some fuel drums and that, and some spare like fuel cans and that I can put on it. Again, the fit's excellent. But I haven't been able to do much in my shed because I have to do all my painting and that in my shed. So it's because it's been cold. I haven't really had chance to do anything. But we've got a couple of warm days coming, so I'll try and get in and do something. There's these bits I've glued on this photo etch that goes on the top of them. But what I should do first, I'll spray the insides black first, and then I'll glue the photo etch on. Right, these now are the hatches I'm working on. Again, you can have these open or closed, but you'll be mad to close them because you won't see nothing. You won't see none of the interior. So again, just pick the variant you're doing, because on the one variant there's holes to drill. But bearing in mind as well, if you have the hatches open, you're not going to be able to put no stowage in there. So that's something else you've got to think about. Right, now we're starting on this suspension now. These have got little there's like little pins on them, so it'll help you locate them in the right place. And you got two different sorts on each side. So you got the two outside ones, the front and the back, are different, and then the ones in the middles, then they're the same. Bit out of shot there, sorry about that. Well, like I said, they're dead simple to line up. And all I do then is just glue them all, and then I line them up just to make sure they're all level. Okay, so there, all I do, I've got a steel rule. I'll just lie that along them just to line them up, and then I'll make sure when I'll leave it to dry then overnight. But I should put something underneath so they're not resting on the torsion bars, they're just suspended above, just in case they move. Right, so this is update 6. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave your thumbs up, hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss any updates. And as well, remember, we're going to be live this Wednesday, the 1st of March at 9 o'clock UK time. That's 9 o'clock at the evening, and then me and Jason will be live. So if you want to come over and have a chat, please do. So I'll catch you in the next update, and thank you for looking.